Little bit pause. Oh yeah. That's all. 타양기 취수지든 제가래도 유린타 말아. 유린타 this. You know the mantra about Om Mani Padme Hum?
What does it mean?
It's a mantra of compassion Buddha.
The Om,
Om Mani Padme Hum.
it means
Oh,
compassion?
meaning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's actually the very profound meaning, deep meaning, but simple way. Om is a symbolizing of the body, speech, and mind. In Tibetan or in Sanskrit, Om has three letters. It's symbolizing of the body, speech, and mind. But in English, Om, only two letters. Om. And there's two different kinds of the body, speech, and mind. Buddha's body, speech, and mind is pure, clean, nice. And our body, speech, and mind is impure. Do you think pure? Impure, because sometimes little bit lie. Mind, sometimes the intention is not so good, so impure. And body, speech, and body sometimes not using in the right way, correct way. I mean, sometimes hitting, using in the violence. So that means impure. A pure body then always helping to others. So Buddha's body, speech, and mind is pure. That means very nice, positive. Our body, speech, and mind is impure. Om. Money is something, actually in Sanskrit, money is jewels, jewels, treasure, diamond. This day, money, dollar. So, jewels that are symbolizing the compassion. Because in our society, we believe, we recognize those things are precious things, diamond, money, this is precious. But reality, the compassion is more precious. Whatever we identify as a precious, those things, but inside compassion is precious to live a happy life. Oh, if you have full of compassion, you always happy. There's a sense of connection with others. Some people say, oh, I'm not so happy today. I have a lot of loneliness feeling. But if you have full of love and compassion, sense of compassion, that will connect to others. So you will never be a loneliness feeling. Yes, physically we are not near. But mentally, emotionally, connect with everyone. And Om Mani. Mani's jewels is a symbolizing of the compassion or represent of the compassion. And Om Mani Padme. In Tibetan we say Padme, but in Sanskrit Padma. But okay, this Padma is something like a lotus flower. Lotus flower. So that is symbolizing of the wisdom. Because the lotus flower grow in the muddy, and when it grow up, the without, how to say that, dambagi majar wa khalla gire. Yeah. So like that, without, comes very clearly. So wisdom is like that. Om mani padme hum. Ta hum lan khare shitsukpa khalagre shitsukpa. Om mani padme hum. Hum is something like a combined, combined of the wisdom and compassion with together. Then we can transform our impure body, speech, and mind to the pure body, speech, mind, like a Buddha's body, speech, mind. So that is the meaning. Do you get it a little bit? With the wisdom and compassion, we can transform our impure body, speech, and mind to the pure body, like a body, speech, mind of the Buddha. Then, very nice. So meaning is that very deep. And there's 6 letters. Om Mani Padme Hum. 6. It's symbolizing of the 6 perfections, symbolizing of the 6 realms, symbolizing so many things. Very deep. In Tibetan, only the Om Mani Padme Hum, we can 500 pages explanation, commentary. But simple way, this is a very, so if you recite, if you chant this mantra every day, increasing compassion in your life, increasing compassion in your heart, very good energy, connect with the positive energy, compassion energy, very nice. If you go to the Buddha, the stupa, Swayambhu, all the elders, people, circumambulating, go around the Chorten Kora with the recitation of this mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. Thousand, millions of the millions. So very nice. It gives us positive energy with, increasing the compassion. Very nice. So we can chant together now, if you interest. You like? Yeah? It's okay. Yeah. So there's how to chant. The melody is Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Yeah. Sometimes you go to Bodha there. When I travel to overseas, I remind this chanting in Bodha, remembering, reflecting this chanting. So with the 2 hand folds, not this one. This one, the thumbs should be inside. If you sit like this, it's Namaste. But this inside, wisdom and compassion, symbolizing. And whole inside is symbolizing of the emptiness. Yeah. And your heart here. It's very nice. One thing, this one is respecting. One thing is in respect to Buddha, respect to each other, respect to compassion Buddha, like this. And then you need to recite from your heart, Why we need to recite? Because as I mentioned, in our lives, a lot of challenges, to remove all kind of the obstacle challenges and try and bring a more compassionate person, bring a more compassion, not only for yourself, for your family, your nation, for your world. For that, I'm going to recite this one to compassion Buddha, okay? When I talk about compassion Buddha, there's a different manifestation, different form of the compassion Buddha. 4 arms compassion Buddha, 1,000 arms compassion Buddha, so many different kind of the forms. But anyway, this is a mantra of the compassion Buddha. It heals, healing of your inner problem. Very nice, very nice. So with that motivation, we can chant slowly, okay? All together, okay? All together, if you interest. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme. I will chant this Om Mani Padme Hum in different melodies. I will chant another thing, okay? Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Okay. The last one is lineage of the Lama Zopa Rinpoche. You see the picture here, the Lama Zopa Rinpoche. He used to chant this way. So I don't want to disappear this because now Rinpoche is no more. He passed away 2.5 years ago. So I need to carry his lineage as a disciple. So this chanting, the second one is by Lama Zopa Rinpoche. So when I travel with him, he used to chant this way melodies. I cannot chant properly way, but I try my best to take his lineage. You know the Lama Zopa Rinpoche? Yeah, you can see the picture in behind me. Okay. So we recite with this mala, When we recite the mantra, one mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Do you have mantra? Mala? Where? Oh, here you have it. Even in Christian, they have a rosary mala, yeah, Christian. Yeah. Yeah. You have no? I will give the small one I have here, not long one. Later I will give you. Okay, now continues. Sorry, my boss. Okay, now about Four Noble Truths. Buddha, he says, Digba chiyang mi chashin gyawa pusum tsoborsho. Rangi semne yongsu tu dine sange temba ins. Buddha talked like that. So, in English, do not commit, do not do any non-virtuous action. Do only good actions. Do only virtuous action or good actions. Digba chiyang mi chashin gyawa pusum rangi semne yongsu tu. Subdue your own mind. Tame your own mind. Control your own mind. And that is the teaching of the Buddha. So he mentioned like that. So, so it is very important to know about mind. It's very important to study about mind. Sometimes we use the word mind. Some people use the word consciousness. I think almost same, consciousness or mind. Since the mind plays a very important role in our daily life, very important role. So, so why? The mind. Sometimes I used to say, we have a boss. We have a boss. There's two different kinds of the boss. One boss is when you work at the company or here, even in this hotel, they have here their own boss, yeah, boss. But we have our own individual boss. That is our own mind. Our own mind is our individual boss. If your mind is your boss, then that boss should be a good boss. If your mind is not happy, then you are not happy. So therefore should be a good boss. Why I need to say our mind is our own boss? Because the mind is very powerful, very complex, very deep. So therefore, when we practice, it's very important to set up the pure motivation at the beginning, especially morning. It is very important to set up the positive intention early morning. Because whether daytime, because we need to travel from one place to another, we need to move everywhere, we need to talk, we need to eat, we need to sleep. And that time, so many, challenges there. And at that time, if you not set up the pure motivation in the morning, then whole day become unhappy day. Sometimes bad day. When something is happening in our life, slightly happen, then more easy to get angry, more easy to get upset, agitate. So therefore, it is very important to set up the pure motivation early morning, in the morning. If you set up the pure motivation in the morning, because of that power, because of that energy, will carry whole day, remain a peaceful day, happy day, nice day, good day. And even we face some problem, it doesn't matter. Your boss say, it's okay, don't worry. Everything will be okay, fine. And that is one reason. And second reason why I need to say our mind is our own boss, because we have three different action of the body, speech, and mind. Among those action, the action of the verbal action and physical action is among those action, the action of the mind is more powerful. More powerful. Whatever action of the mind say, the physical action and the verbal action, speech action, is follow after the action of the mind. I think that is right. Because, I think some of you came from Italy, from some inland society. I think 1 year or maybe a few months before, your boss say, I need to go Nepal. I want to go Nepal. And your verbal action and physical action say, yes, my boss, I will follow to you. And finally, you're here. And your boss say, today I want to eat a Nepali set dal bhat. Then your verbal and action, physical version say, okay. So that's why the mind is so powerful, very powerful. Therefore, we have to train our mind. To become a good boss, we need to train our mind, exercise our mind. And through that way, your boss become good boss. This kind of the boss is wherever we travel, is trouble with us. So if you have a good boss of the mind, even if you stuck in the traffic jam, you're okay. If you stuck in the airport, too squeezy, you're okay. Your boss say, I'm okay, don't worry, calm down. If your boss is not happy, then shouting, screaming, then fighting, then everything happen. So therefore, the main practice of the Buddhism is to train your mind. Train your mind. Okay, so now I'm going down. That's why the mind plays a very important role in our daily life. And as I mentioned, everything depends on your mind. Very much depends on your mental attitude. Depends on your perception. And depends the way how you think. So if the state of your mind can be positive, if your mind becomes positive, everything see as a positive way. If your mind become a negative, everything will see as a negative way. Am I right? Yes, I think we have experienced this or negative mental attitude. So negative. So that is the meaning. I think in our life, whether every day you are happy or unhappy, and you create the world that you live in. So this is the meaning, how you see things are. Therefore, it is very important to study about mind. Mind. So now what is mind? Here I noted down a little bit. There's two different ways of explain about mind. One is from the Buddhist point of the view. The another one is from the scientific viewpoint, or the Western viewpoint. I can say, yeah. So two different ways to explain. From the scientific viewpoint, some scientists they believe that mind is produced by the brain functions produced by the like that. But and they explain the produce of the flesh and blood. When we die, also our mind is ceased, disappear. They explain like that. But from the Buddhist point of the view, the mind is not physical thing. Mind is non-physical kind of energy. And the mind's function is to know and to experience. To know and to experience. Mind functioning. So, for example, it is a clear nature. clear in nature and reflects everything surrounded by, the mountain, surrounding mountain and forest. So if the water is spring and very clean, if there's some small lake, it reflected every surrounding by the lake. Its mind is like that. The mind changes from moment to moment. The mind is not permanent. The mind is impermanent, changing every momentarily changing. And also the mind is beginningless. Beginningless continuum, like ever flowing stream. I mean the water coming up and is like this, flowing stream. Our mind comes from past life and this life and will go in next life. I think this is from the Buddhist point of the view. Okay, you don't need to accept that one. Yeah, you can just. So the mind is, you could say, it is on thing, the on thing. So it's not a constructed from material world. And also the mind is something like, as I mentioned, clear and knowing. And another word, the mind is the qualities of the mind. Characteristic is a luminous and lucid. How to say the luminous, the clear? Luminous and lucid. Thangma, very clear. Like that, the quality of the mind. Luminous.
Clear, luminosity.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. Yes. Anyway, luminous and lucid, or the clear and knowing.
Yes.
Knowing, to know the things. When I see this table, oh, this is the table. Oh, this is the cup. Oh, this is the camera. To know the object, the mind. So like that. For example, this physical body is not mind. And some scientists say the brain is mind, but brain is not mind. I mean, I'm talking from the Buddhist point of the view. Brain is not mind. Of course, there is a very deep connection between brain and mind, yes. But the mind itself is not brain, and brain itself is not mind. This table is not mind. This bowl is not mine. So like that. If this table has a mind or the feeling, then the table should be experienced. I mean, the table does not experience anything. Do you think? No. So when I see the table, I have experienced something as a shape appearing in my mind shape. So Buddhism said that is your visual consciousness. When I see this table, visual consciousness, that I can apprehend things like a shape and color like this. So anyway, the mind is not table is not mind. So now, what is the real meaning of the mind in Buddhist concept? In Buddhist concept, in Sanskrit, the mind is called chitta. Also in Nepali, chitta, yeah, am I right? Mind, chitta. Mo chitta dukhyo, man dukhyo. I'm not so happy to say chitta dukhyo. Chitta. So in Tibetan, same. Shepa. There's so many words in Tibetan about mind. Sometimes you say same, shepa, namshe. So anyway, the same, the mind, the meaning in Tibetan is salshing rigpa. So that, which means clear and knowing. So the knowing refers to the subjective awareness or knowing experience of an object, to know something. When you see me, you know that I am the monk. When I see you, oh, you are the, oh, this is this, oh, this one is table, this one is book, to know the object. And Rigpa, and searching, clear, refers to the formless nature of the mind. So the mind has no substantial or physical characteristic. So the mind has no color, no form. Then what say? No shape, but mind has a qualities, yeah. So you could say it is like a space. Space. The mind is like a space, like a blue sky. It has a clean, clear nature, clear light nature. I think sometimes I feel that our mind is like a sky, blue sky. The nature of the blue sky, the nature of the sky is a blue. But now you cannot see the blue because covered, blocked by some cloud or the pollution maybe, but nature of the sky is blue. In the same way, the nature of our mind is a very clean, clear, but at the moment, our mind is covered by some other negative emotions, such as covered by, how to say covered, put something on, covered by ignorance, covered by desire, covered by anger, covered by greed, jealous, so many things. And so therefore we cannot understand that our nature of the mind is clear and clean. Another one is our mind is something like water. The nature of the water. The nature of the water is clean. Yeah? The nature of the water is very clean. If not clean, even you try to do some, the filter cannot be clean, because the water, its nature is not clean, then cannot be even you do some filter cannot be clean. But nature of the water is clean, so you can do some filter, then become clean. Same, our mind is like nature of the mind is clean, clear. At the moment, covered by so many negative emotions, destructive emotions. So like that, mind. And and sometimes our mind is like like a mirror. Yeah. I'm a little bit worried about my talks because you cannot understand broken English. Okay? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So our mind is like a mirror. It reflects everything in front of the mirror, giving a reflection. Everything reflects. But however, if the mirror is not clear, with full of the dusty, then cannot reflect very clearly, cleanly. In the same way, our mind is like that. Nature of the mind is very clean, but at the moment, we cannot reflect everything in positive way. We cannot, so our mind is unclear mind, cannot reflect reality of the all phenomena, reality of the all things. Like that. There's a difference between, okay, like this, seeing without glass and looking with the glass is different. Am I right? When I wear this one, looking, I see as dark, black. When I take out, I see the real one. So the way we think, the way we see, the way we feel is with the glass, like a glass, wearing a glass. But when we train our mind, the real, then when we achieve a bodhisattva, little bit realization, high realization, then we can see a real and truth without glass. So there's a different way of seeing. So right now our mind is seeing with the glass, seeing not reality, not seeing the truth, like that. Okay, I need 2 glass because my eyes, I did a LASIK surgery in Delhi, so I'm sensitive. You need to cut this one. Okay. Anyway, and when I talk about mind, so mind and consciousness is a heart of the practice of the Buddhist theory practice. And even I mentioned, more than 2,500 years, so many meditators have been investigating about mind and said, study about the mind, and meditators have been investigating about mind. And it is said that all happiness, ordinary and sublime, achieved by understanding and transforming our own mind. Because the happiness of your life depends on the qualities of your thought. It depends on the quality of your thoughts. Even right now here, if your thinking thought is a positive, everything you can see positive here. So like that. Then the mind, it can be two types. One is a sensory level and mental level. Sensory level, you can see, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. Mental level is this two. Also, mental level is two: positive, negative. For example, of the positive, I think the love, compassion, good heart, warm heart, and etc. Those are the positive, and anger, attachment, greed, ignorance. Those are the negative. And also, there's another 2 different kinds of the mind: gross mind and subtle mind. Gross level of the mind and subtle mind. Right now, like 5 senses is the gross mind. Even whatever we think from the mental side, also gross mind. 5 senses also gross mind. Whatever we think right now is gross mind. Now, the subtle mind, you do get subtle, very subtle. The subtle mind is within us right now, but it is not functioning right now. It remains, how to say, the subconscious remain down, deep inside. Yeah, subconscious remain not functioning right now. Only functioning of the gross mind, seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, and thinking. This is gross mind. But that is the gross mind. The subtle mind, one example of the subtle mind is when we had dreams. Dream is one of the example of the subtle mind. Especially when we die, when we're going to die, at that time, there's so many different kinds of the subtle mind also there. When we, the process of the dying, for example, when we are in process of dying, firstly, you cannot see the eyes very clearly and slowly dissolve the eyes. You cannot hear the very well sound dissolving. Even you eat some food, you cannot feel the very tasty food, physical, and all the functioning of the gross mind stopped. Then the subtle mind will come up. I think this, I'm not going that way, a little bit the tantric way. Especially there's one subtle mind name is called the clear light mind. Clear light mind. That kind of the subtle mind is we have with right now, yes, but not functioning. When we are going to die, at the time they will come up. Okay, let's say in Buddhism, some of the great practitioners, even they died. Medically, from hospital, they say almost died. No functioning every five senses, no functioning your gross mind. But there's still the subtle mind within us. It remains, this area, the heart area remains, but physically dead. But because of the connected with the subtle mind, if you touch here, you feel a warm, because the subtle mind is connected. Why subtle mind is connected? Because when we are alive, we meditate on emptiness, we meditate on compassion. At the time, because of that habit, because of that familiar, and that brings when we die, then because of that habit, again that clear light will meditate on that emptiness. So some of the great practitioners, even they live after died, they remain a fresh body for 1 week, 10 days, even sometime 20 days, even 1 month. Do you believe? Medically, they say they passed away, died. They died or dead. So, but remain a fresh body because connected with the subtle mind, and that subtle mind is meditate on the emptiness. So that continuity of that subtle mind, continuity of that subtle mind will go the next life. When I died, yes, I have to leave this physical body. Of course, stop functioning of my gross mind. Everything's become a how to say that burn and become a bushish. But my continuity of that subtle mind will go next life. First, we'll go to the intermediate state. Do you know the intermediate state? That means between this life and next life, there will be an intermediate state. At that time, in the intermediate state, at that time, no form, no physical form, only the formless mind, continuity of that subtle mind. And after 49 days, we believe that we'll enter another mother's womb, that continuity of the mind enter to the another mother's womb. Then after 9 months, maybe if possible, then again take another rebirth of the human or any kind of, it depends on your karma. Whatever your karma created, it follows. If you have created good karma to take another human rebirth, yes, you take a human rebirth. If you created another rebirth taking animal life, then yes, animal life, like that. So that's why Buddhism believes that next life, past life. And some people really, confused. Why the Buddhism believe next life, past life? Why? There's some proof. There's some reason. It's not like a blind faith. Even you see, some of the baby, even the baby one was born, they clearly remember the past life. Even when the baby was 1 year or 2 years, they clearly remember, oh, I'm from here. Some of the baby, they have 4 parents, 2 father, 2 mother. One father previous life, the another new father, mother, which give a birth, new birth. So, when the children, when the 1 year or 2 years at the time, they have no capacity to lie. They have no idea to lie. Whatever they feel, whatever they remember, they will tell us. But once reach 5, 6, 7, then maybe now change the mind here. Maybe I lie this one. If I say I remember this life, then I will get chocolate, money. But between 1, 2, 3 till 4, whatever they feel, whatever they remember, they will tell us. This is one proof. There's so many other children, those who are not belong to the Buddhist family, even in Christian, even in Hinduism, even in the Muslim, the small child, they clearly remember. What is the explanation from the scientific viewpoint? But that is only one small reason. There's another reason. In Buddhism, everything is not created by, not accepting everything is created by God. Buddhism believes that everything exists because of their own cause and conditions. Everything has their own cause and conditions. So therefore, now I have a consciousness, I have a mind. If you ask me this, where it comes from, you have your own mind. I have my own mind. Where it comes from, I say it comes from past life. How can? Because my mind has my own cause and conditions. It comes from past. Like that. And then how to say that? The cause of the consciousness, the cause of the mind should be cause of the consciousness should be a consciousness. Non-consciousness cannot be a non-consciousness cannot be a causes of the consciousness. Do you get it, little bit? Okay. This table is non-consciousness. That means this table is not consciousness. And the table has their own cause and condition. The table has their own cause. My mind has my own cause and conditions. So the mind cause, causes? The mind cause should be a mind. This table cannot be a cause of my mind. So what I'm trying to say is non-consciousness cannot be a causes of the mind.
It's like that, like from the matters, you do another matter. So if this decompose, you become material again.
Yeah.
From energy, that is the principle of conservation. No, so energy keep going as energy, so it can be transformed, but also keep going as energy. The material can be transformed, but always go to material.
Yeah, recycle.
The mind cannot come from another place, so the conscious cannot come from another place if not conscious. So previously I was always conscious. Make sense?
Yeah.
So the conscious come from conscious, the material comes from material, and the energy comes from energy. So is that the principle of conservation? He's trying to say that's also valid for the conscious. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
Good. The mind not come from table, not come from tree. The mind come from mind, continuity of the mind. There's two different kinds of the causes. Everything exists in this world because of their own cause and condition. There's two different kinds of the causes. One cause is we call in Tibetan Nyelen and Hlenjik chicken. And Hlenjik chicken means, for example, if you plant seed of the potato in the field, potato or the flowers in the field, you need two causes to grow up. One cause is you need water. How to say the water and muddy and the fertilizer. That is the supportive cause. To support to grow up. The another one is a nyelen, which is a substantial cause. That means the seed of the flower, that seed should be transformed into the flowers. That is the substantial cause. Make sense? Substantial causes, that seed is transformed into the flowers, potato, whatever. That is the substantial cause. So the substantial cause of the mind should be a mind. And what is the supportive cause of our human life? Okay, 2. We have a mind and physical body. The mind has their own cause and condition. The physical body has their own cause and condition. What is the substantial cause of our physical body? Parents? Yeah? Yeah, 2. Maybe, from the physical, from parents. And, mostly the blood, skin is from mother side. The mother side, blood and skin. And the bone inside, bone, is mostly from father side. And how about our mind? What is the substantial cause of our mind? From father, mother? Mm? Do you think our parents are the substantial cause of the mind? No. Do you think that the father, mother was the supportive cause of supportive cause? Support?
Yeah, supportive.
Supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah, supportive. Do you think? Why? I mean, yes.
Yeah, because I don't think supportive.
Does our parent does not support to our mind? Do you think that our teacher is our mind supportive cause? Oh, okay, just this is a part of the debate on, yeah. So anyway, 2 kind of the causes, okay, substantial cause and supportive cause. So like that. Now here,
Answer, it is supportive, right? The parents, because you have a mind that is the karma seeds there. And for example, if your mother is more loving towards you, you can have better qualities. If your mother is a little bit more severe or tough, then you'll have a different karma can arise there. So it's supportive, right?
yes,
Yes,
I accept.
You accept?
Yes. Yes. Supportive.
Almost everything is supportive, which you experience, right?
Or
not?
So it's on the debate. Of course, particularly our parents really support us, especially mother, yeah? Of course, mother. I know that some of the mother, I think, yes, because of the situation, they separated from when the children was young. But most of the mothers, they support. Yeah,
I'm thinking about supportive.
But parents are not substantial cause of the mind.
Exactly.
Yes. The substantial cause of the mind is the continuity of the previous mind. So right now I have a mind. This morning when I came here, we came at the time, we have mind. Continuity of that mind is a substantial cause of the present moment mind. Analysis, okay? Okay. So now here, yeah. And also, when I talk about mind, very different types of mind. In Buddhist text, they explained 51 mental factors, mind and different minds. 51 mental factors. So we have no time. Yeah. So.
35 minutes.
Okay. Okay. 51 mental factors. Each one of the 51 mental factors has their own process, their own different kind of the job. Like that. Anyway, the mind is at the present moment. I mean, our mind is like sometimes becomes like crazy, yeah? Crazy. Like a crazy monkey. Always jumping from here to here, there, on there. So similar, sometime, I'm not saying always, sometime our mind is, become a crazy and changing its direction. And sometimes too much thoughts coming back around and always complain to us, I want this, I want that, I don't want this. So it is not easy to deal with our emotions, not easy to deal with our thoughts. But once you know about mind and put in practice, then more easy. For example, if you know there's a one meditation called shamatha. Shamatha. In English translation, so many different kinds of the translation. One translation is calm abiding meditation. Another translation is single-pointed meditation, and another is concentrate on the single object. So, if you have habit of that practice, if you have practice of that, then you can focus, you can concentrate the single object, single object for 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. If you have that kind of the practice, then more easy to deal with that emotions. Usually, the mind, our boss give our jobs to us. Do this, go there, eat this, don't do this. But now through the training, it is time that we need to give job to the mind. Meditate, practice dharma, do good things, yeah? So like that. If you have this kind of the practice, then more easy to deal with our emotion. Otherwise, not easy. Then, as I mentioned, the mind is instrumental in our everyday life. For example, if the two people stuck in the traffic jam way to Tamil, now different way of thinking of two people, different kind of the experience for two people. One person maybe when there's a traffic jam, they will listen the music or they will focus outside. And another one is more upset, more stress, because everything depends on the different. It depends on their mind, how their mind set up. So one person happy, one person not happy. Why it becomes? One place in the one car, same road, same cars, staying together, but different way of thinking, different way of experience, because it depends how you set up. How it depends on your mind. So everything depends on mind. Even two people become sick, same sick, and two different way of experience. One sick person, I think, always thinking a positive way because he knows that how to deal with the emotions. Another sickness, always being unhappy. Why it happens to me? Why it happens to me? Why I need to experience this kind of the problem, disease? So it depends the way how you think. So what I'm trying to say is, if you know how to deal with emotions, how to think, then more easy to deal with emotions. And also scientific way, same person, same disease, same doctor, same medicine, and those who have positive thoughts, that sick person cure very easily. Speedy recovery, more easy to recover because of the positive thinking. Another one is, it takes long time, same because of the mindset is a little bit negative way. So like that. Even in a scientific way, they explained if you have a positive state of the mind, your physical body immune system will increase up. If we always set up the negative and it will decrease, decrease the immune system, then become a weakness, become a sick. And they explain that. I think that is true. Do you think? I think that's true. Whether your physical body is healthy, unhealthy, of course, it depends on how you eat. It depends on how you do exercise. It depends on how you do going to the gym. And yes, but mostly depends on your mind. If your mind is happy, your physical body also become a healthy body. Why? Power of that healthy mind bring a healthy body. Because if you're a healthy mind, in our body, that is the 72,000 bodies channel inside. All the blood, all the wind go up and down, very balanced, become unbalanced, then become a healthy body. So it is very important to practice mind. The physical bodies depends on the healthy mind.
It's like they say the placebo effect.
Mm.
It's a very misleading name, you know, because it's not the if it's placebo, it's not making effect. So the effect is not from the placebo, but it's from your mind.
Yes.
So your own mind, because believe that is healing you, it's healing you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes.
It's a kind of proof of the effect of the mind.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
If your mind is healthy, everything is healthy.
Yeah.
You have
It's so difficult sometimes with people.
Oh.
Or with, yeah, because no, for example, I'm thinking about somebody I know, and she really thinks that, or many people in general believe that life is really, how to say it, that negative thinking is normal. So how do you say? Can I explain it in English? That many people don't get the power of positive thinking, I think, and they generalize negative thinking, like life is difficult, or we suffering, or is really hard, not knowing that there is so much power in your mind by doing that. Sometimes that's difficult because, for example, in my work, I work with people. It can be really difficult that we normalize. I don't know how to explain this in English. That we normalize the negative thinking, thinking that is how it is, but we have the power in here, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So what do you think?
Well, I think it would be good to create more awareness about that.
Yes.
That people do believe that they are suffering because of their minds.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
But in my country, for example, it's like a common thing. Like life is hard. You know?
Yes.
So people think like life is hard, and it's difficult for me because for me it's different. But I think in the end, for everybody, it's the same. We have the same some kind of struggles, in different forms.
Yes, you're right. In our life, negative and positive. Negative mind is more close to us, more close. And the positive mind is a little bit distance from us, a little bit far from us.
Yeah.
And why it happens? Why? Now, what do you think?
Why negative?
Is more close, more connect with us.
Because we don't know. We learn it like that, I think.
Yes, you're right. So, since from the Buddhist point of the view, the life is also beginningless.
Yeah.
That means so many lives gone, past. Since from the beginningless, we are thinking more negative side, more habituated with the negative side, more close to the negative side, more making a friend with the negative side, friend of anger, friend of hatred, friend of ignorance, a friend of desire, friend of greed.
Yeah.
That's why more easy to come in our mind, those things, because we are habituated with that emotions.
Yeah.
We are not trying to get a close of the positive emotions of loving kindness, not try to get close those things, positive things. That's why the positive mind of the Example, like loving kindness, compassion is more far away from us.
Yeah.
So one is too near, more easy to come. One is they're staying very far from us and they're just saying hello, not coming first in our mind. For example, if you go around here, if you see some poor people or tragedy, I mean, compassion or love cannot come very easily. They say, just hand like this. But when you face some problem or your challenges, your anger will come so quick. So now what happens now? So one more habituated, since beginningless habituated, one is not habituated. So now it is time that we need to bring more positive mind close. If you bring the positive mind more close and negative say bye-bye, they will go away. So that's why we are here. Try to practice a positive mind and try to avoid a negative. So that's why we're here.
Yeah. Yeah, but I see like sometimes it even seems like positive thinking or having a positive mind can be judged somehow because life is not like that. That's how some people see it. And I think that's the wrong view because I think you can.
And at the same time, as you mentioned, the awareness is very important.
Yeah,
The awareness. You know, in our life, so much thoughts coming background. I mean, overthinking.
Yeah.
Thinking of the past, reflection of the past, and thinking of the future. And your mind is not staying at the present moment, nor stay at the present moment. So therefore, things come problem. If you being your mind stay at the present moment, then so many things, I mean, remove the obstacle, and being a present moment is the best things to stay, best gift. And there is no too much problem. For example, like this, I will try this, okay? Now try about awareness meditation, okay? When I hit, actually we need this, but I will hit. When I hit this one, when sound comes at the beginning, when sound arises at the beginning, very powerful, loud sound. And it will go slowly, 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 so the smaller like that. When I hit this one, when you hear the sound, focus on the sound. You don't need to do too much. Just focus on the sound, concentrate on the sound, and tell me you are feeling okay. Now try. I will hit for 3 times, focus on the sound. That's all. Are you ready? Close your eyes very gently. Stretch your mind. Okay? I mean, stretch your body like a meditation posture. Okay? And you can do like this. Okay, let's start. Just pay attention on the sound. Let's start. Okay, once more. Again, one more. Again, one more. Okay, slowly open your eyes. Now I have a question to you. Do you hear the sound? Sound. Do you hear the sound?
Yeah, just hear it, yeah.
Yeah? That is the awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah? That is the awareness. So when you hear the sound, during that period, that time, do you reflect of the past? Reflection of the past? No. Do you feel thinking of future? No. That means you are fully aware of that sound. That means your mind is being at present moment. If your mind is being at the present moment, now there's so many problems, remove from your mindset. No problems. Because of your mind is staying at the present moment, being at present moment, fully aware of sound. This is only example, not necessarily to be on the sound. Whatever you do in your life, should be fully aware of that. When you meditate, while you're eating, fully aware of eating. Now I'm going to eat. Now I'm going to sleep. Now I'm going to meditate. So if you have this kind of the practice, then very good. That is also meditation of the awareness, mindfulness meditation. To be a mindful or any kind of the object. Right now, our mind is not mindful of any kind of the object, just as I mentioned, like a monkey mind, jumping from one tree to another. Even your physical body is here, your mind is going to everywhere. Maybe after finish this one, maybe I will go there. After Nepal, maybe I'm going to Bali. Maybe in Nepal, maybe in Pokhara. You're thinking, so not always being at present moment. So should be a present moment. Then a very peace and calm. So okay, maybe I will go down. So we just left the Four Noble Truth. So here, so you have to know the key point of we talked a little bit about mind. So review of the key point of the mind. You have to know that the mind is clear, that means non-physical, and knowing is aware. Just we did aware of anything. And the second one is the mind is impermanent, because the mind is changing every moment, momentarily changing. Do you feel now, right now, your mind is momentarily changing? And the third one should be, you have to know, the mind can be transformed such that it becomes free of all disturbing emotions, disturbing thoughts, and perfected in every positive quality, like that. And the fourth one is the mind is a flow of mental events, a mental stream coming from past lives and continuing beyond this life. So you have to know about that. That is you have to know main point of the mind. So I will go down now. As I mentioned here, the mind is impermanent, not a permanent. So what means the impermanence? Our mind is an impermanence. Our body is impermanence. Our life is impermanence. Everything exists in this world are impermanence. There's nothing is permanent. If you have one example of the permanent, then can you give me? In Buddhist texts, yes, there's impermanence and permanent, both exist. But mostly, things are impermanent. Do you get it?
What is permanent then?
So I'm asking you a question. Do you have any example?
No.
No? So let's say for me, the example of the permanent, Is the how about this space? The space.
Space itself.
Space is a permanent or impermanent. So you have to now know here. In English word, permanent and impermanent. Permanent. In English, permanent means, and in Tibetan, metakpa permanent, impermanent is different. Permanent is different meaning. But they translated this one, permanent and impermanent. Actually, the word permanent is, I permanently live in Kathmandu. That means this kind of the things included in part of the impermanent. Yeah? Because permanently stay for 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, but after some time we have to separate, we have to leave. That means changing after 1 year, that means part of the impermanent. But in Tibetan, Takpa means without changing, never changing. Permanent and impermanent are the opposite.
Yeah.
So, what is the example of the permanent? I say space. Okay. How about the space? Do you think the space is changing? Space.
I think it's
Not changing?
energy, right? It is, because we move in space.
Yes, you're right. Energy itself is not a space. Space is not energy. Yeah? Energy is not space. So what do you think space is changing? Because of the space, the wind is coming. The wind is going here. Because of the space, you can travel from your country to here by airplane. If there's no space, you can touch it. If there's no space, how can you fly? Because of the space, so many things happen. We can build the house up 100 story, 100. You can fly. I can do my hands every time like this because of the space. So do you think this is the permanent or impermanent? So this is on debate. You can ask someone. The which is more related with us is the impermanent. So okay, let's talk about impermanent. Yeah, please.
No, wait. Sorry. You gave an example of space as permanent, right?
Yes.
I had this debate with Charaklama too. It's like nowadays by physics they would also say that it's not like that because the spaces also change. No? So for example, here now we have like empty space. But if I put something, then this space is not there anymore. So the space changes.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Yeah. So I think in the Buddhism, the beginning space was a thing that, but I think it's also impermanent.
I cannot say from Buddhist point of view, space is permanent.
It's permanent.
I cannot decide.
Okay.
I cannot decide.
This is a valid answer in debate.
Actually, there's a lot of example, but very difficult to say right now in Buddhist texts about permanent. Yeah. Okay, let's come back to the impermanent, more related. Yeah. Okay. Now here, impermanence in Sanskrit known as anitya, in also Nepali anitya. Impermanence, anitya, Sanskrit. That means, momentarily changing. Momentarily changing. It is a fundamental concept in Buddhism. Changing nature of the all phenomena, So it asserts that everything in this universe, constant state of changing. Nothing remains same for even a single moment. So like that. I think, okay. By nature, all things are ups and downs. And that awareness is very important. Right at the beginning, when things are going well in your life, yes, things are going well, be aware of it. And now things are going well at this time. But you have to know that one day it will change everything. That is important. Whether this space is permanent or impermanent, it doesn't matter. Come to our day-to-day life. So like, okay, so that is the teaching of the Buddha. What we call the nature of the impermanence, changing. Understand the nature of the impermanence, and that the things are subjected to change. So that awareness is very important for now and future. Fully aware of that nature of the impermanence. Even though when things are going well, that is good. But we may don't like to change it, but one day it will change everything. That is the nature of all things. Of course, we should do our best in our life, continue our good life. But it is the reality. It is reality. If you go to the museum, last year I went to one museum in the United States, LA. That museum name is called Getty Museum. And 300 years old museum. When I went to there to see inside, I saw there's a lot of portraits, pictures of the famous people, pictures of the rich people. Now they all are gone. Everything's left behind. Only the pictures left. When I see all these things, when I was there inside, I feel, I feel this is the nature of the impermanence at that time. Oh, everything like this. So everything left behind. So like that, they all are gone. So everything's left behind. So that is the teaching of Buddha. It is powerful and helpful to fully be aware of the nature of the impermanence, that things are subject to change. Even our life, so many things happen and changing every moment, changing our life. All the material things, from the smallest particles to largest thing in this world, subjected to change, and everything ever changing. Physical body is changing in every single moment. Eventually we die. Every moment we are alive, we are in constantly changing. Our feelings, our emotions, our thoughts, our experience always shifting. We have joy, sorrow, pleasure, pain, all come and go. Our feeling, whether, our thoughts like waves of the ocean. The waves comes from ocean and it goes into the same place to oceans. In the same way, our thoughts come from our mind and it will disappear in the mind. So it comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. So when you face some problem, you don't need to worry. The worry doesn't solve the problems. It will comes and goes because it is all the emotion, all the thoughts, all things in our life is a nature of the impermanent. So it will not last forever. So sometime when we face some problem, when we challenge, why it happens for me, and thinking too much, thinking more and more exaggerate, and because of that create more problem. And I think this is going to for long lasting, not long lasting. It comes and it goes. You don't need to be worried. If you think that way, you remain calm and happy. Every problem comes and go. No need to worry. Okay, I'm going down. Everything, I think very important to know about the impermanence, because in our life, so many things happen. For example, the people we know, that our relationships, our life of situation subject to change, our friendships, jobs, living conditions, all transforms unexpectedly one day. So everything's in this world, including human beings, has their own intrinsic nature. Intrinsic nature. That is, the nature That is the nature that cannot be changed it at all. We all are born with that nature, intrinsic nature of impermanence. Everything arises with that nature. Like that, yes. That is the quality that always consistently and continuously change. They never stop, momentarily changing. Like that. From moment to moment, when we are born, also born with this impermanence. We are born with the intrinsic nature born with us. And it will never stop, keep moving, continuously changing. If that moment, if we can stop that moment, then we are finished. Do you get it a little bit? Changing. If we stop the changing of our nature of the life, we never stop the changing of the life. We never stop. If you can stop that, then you can stop the what? How to say? You can stop the time. Even Buddha never stopped the time. Even all the people never stop the time. If you can stop the time, then we can stop to getting old age. Then always remain very handsome and nice. Now see, no hair on here. Getting every moment really changing my life. Now second changing, life is changing. Okay, now come back. There's even in the impermanence, there's two different kinds of the impermanence. One is, as I mentioned, like a gross mind and subtle mind. In the same way, gross impermanence and subtle impermanence. Gross level of the impermanent is, as we know, collapse the house. For example, okay, this one. Let's say this cup. How did it becomes this cup to impermanent? How did it becomes to impermanent, this cup?
How it came
Yeah,
permanent? I think it was always impermanent.
I mean, right on impermanence,
Yeah.
but gross level of the impermanent.
Yeah.
How to become a gross level of the
If you
impermanent?
broke.
Yes, if you say throw it, broke, that's a gross impermanent. And another, there's a gross level of the impermanent. What is the impermanent? Yeah. And morning, cool. Afternoon will become a warm. Even children know that one. And again, the evening will turn into the cool. That kind of the changing is a gross level of the impermanent. And 2014 here in Nepal, it happens like earthquake, collapse, all the 30,000 houses collapse down. That kind of the things very easy to know that it's change. That kind of the changing is a gross level of the impermanent. But there's another subtle level of the impermanent. Do you know what is the example of the subtle impermanent? Subtle and gross?
Yeah, like the momentary changing.
Yes.
Like now I am 2 minutes older than 2 minutes before. Cannot see, but it's
changing.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. You're right. And that in 1 hour there's a 60 minute, am I right? 60 minute in 1 hour. Changing of the 1 hour is gross changing. We know, very easy. And in 1 minute, how many seconds? 60 seconds. Also changing of that is also we know, very easy, yeah? Now change. That's also part of the gross impermanence. And in 1 second, how many milliseconds? Maybe 60 milliseconds. 60 milliseconds. So from that, now starting to the subtle impermanent, yeah? Very difficult to understand, difficult to know. Okay, now you check it. Do you know how many in 1 second, how can I call another name? Millisecond. 60 millisecond. Yeah? So 60 milliseconds changing is very difficult to understand. But it's still change. Am I right?
Yeah.
And how many, 1 millisecond, another name, what do you call, if you know about the scientist, I mean,
Yeah, they call millisecond, microsecond, and nanosecond.
Yeah.
So it's divide the second
Yeah.
by 1,000, million, and billion.
In 1 millisecond, what call, how many, in millisecond, how many millisecond? I mean, 1 millisecond,
Yeah, it's a
how many
division of,
moving? In
1,000.
1,000. Oh, see?
Yeah.
1 millisecond moving thousand times. So that is the subtle way of changing. What I'm trying to say in this is two kinds of the impermanent, subtle impermanent and gross level of the impermanent. Gross level of the impermanent, even the morning sunset, morning sunrise, evening sunset. Also the children will know that one. Even the animals will know that one. Even animal, if you go like this mountain, they know this is from this age. Maybe there's nothing here. Be careful not to go there. How to say this one?
Cliff?
Yeah, cliff, something like that. So that gross level of the impermanent is also easy to know by the animals, but subtle level of the impermanent is very difficult, like thousand changing of the millisecond. Oh, thank you for this one. Now I learn.
Thank you, Google.
And before, after the millisecond, then what?
Micro,
Micro?
and then nanosecond.
Oh, then I lost. So anyway, because changing of the micro, changing of the millisecond. Because changing of the millisecond, changing of the, I don't know, millisecond or second. Because changing of the second, changing of the minute. Because changing of the minute, changing of the hour. Because changing of the hour, then what? Changing of the day. Because changing of the day, changing of the week, month, then finally year, now 2026. So this, our life is go like this. Even this table right now, do you think this table is changing right now? Yes, no?
Yeah.
How? I cannot see, this is not moving, not changing, see? The cup is not moving, see? Oh, okay. Yes, we cannot see from eyes, but through the, how to say, use the micro machine, changing, you can see the changing. Because changing of the millisecond also passing this table changing, but we cannot know right now. And changing of that, changing of our life. So our life is part of that. And finally, after 80, 90, 100, and finally we have to say bye-bye.
Maybe we can use the changing of the break lunch.
Okay, that is good. That's good. Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, people online, 1 hour break.
Okay, time for lunch.